Mark Cuban has some very scathing remarks to Gary Gensler, and I think he's a bit worried. Now, who's Mark Cuban? He is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Never watched it. I'm not not a basketball fan, but whatever. But you're going to want to hear what he has to say. But first, Nancy Pelosi. Oh, shoot. Mosquito. Moving on. Nancy Pelosi. She will hit her net worth will hit $250 million by the end of May. She has made over $7 million in the stock market this month alone, with a salary that you're paying if you're a U.S. taxpayer of $174,000. How does this honest woman do it? Yeah, you leave your comments below. We all know what's up. These guys are freaking parasites. Anyways, moving on. We have 186 wealth managers reporting owning Bitcoin ETFs this week, filing. This is according to a file with the SEC. Now, this is a ETF. This isn't real Bitcoin. So these guys are being onboarded by Fidelity, BlackRock, whatever. It's a derivative of Bitcoin. Nothing ingenious about it. It's an old school derivative that's kind of wrapped into the new Bitcoin. Here we go. It's all garbage. Anyways, if you're not owning your Bitcoin, if you don't hold on to your own keys, you don't have Bitcoin. Just letting you guys know. Jamie Dimon a while back said he claims that the only true use case of Bitcoin is by criminals for money laundering, tax evasion, and drug. When you drive it in a street and there's a lot of traffic. Well, he proved himself right because JP Morgan owns spot Bitcoin ETF holdings in BlackRock, Fidelity, and Bitwise. This is according to a SEC filing. Obviously, I think he actually owns the real thing as well, but he's probably not going to put that down publicly. Those are my thoughts. But okay, so now we have Binance. Okay, so you've been hearing me for a long time saying that capital and creativity is going to move from the West to the East. So from whether it's the States, whether it's from Western Europe to overseas, such as India, Dubai, we have Singapore, Malaysia, all those countries. So this is what's happening. Binance obtains registration with India's Financial Intelligence Unit. And, they are setting themselves abroad because they've been treated like absolute garbage by the U.S. And you know what? You can't blame Binance for doing this. I would do the same thing. Actually, we did do the same thing in 2019. We left. Okay, so next up we have Mark Cuban. He says Gary Gensler has not protected a single investor against crypto fraud, obviously. All he's done is make it nearly impossible for legitimate crypto companies to operate. Yes, that is why you're seeing this massive exodus out of the United States over to Dubai and other places like that are, welcoming to crypto. What I see happening right now is that Mark is worried. Keep in mind, he's made his wealth in the U.S. He's an entrepreneur, and he understands what is happening in the U.S. is not to be taken lightly. He understands that the U.S. is one of the hardest Western countries in the world to do business in as a crypto company, and he sees talent, innovation, and a lot of money fleeing the United States. And that isn't going to stop anytime soon, and it doesn't make me happy that we called it. Does not make me happy because I still have friends and family in the U.S. that I'm very worried about because I don't see this getting any better. What do you think? In the comments below, do you think that things are actually going to get better, especially after November, whoever gets elected or whatever? Just keep in mind, whoever gets elected doesn't have any say of what the Federal Reserve does, because they're the ones that print the currency and they're the ones that set interest rates. Anyways, that's all I have. If you want to follow me, I'm very vocal at Sir Crypto Tips on Twitter. And if you want to see our trade alerts pretty much on a daily basis now, my thoughts on the market and when we are going to be selling, check out learningcrypto.com. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.